Coming up this morning on Action News, Sunnyside police are looking into the shooting of a man just after midnight Monday. He's in serious condition and there's a potential crime scene, but no one dialed 911. We'll share the latest. Plus, Hanford Mission Integrated Solutions are back at the negotiation table with Hanford Patrol workers after locking them out last week when their contract expired. The guards say they want to get back to work, but they feel like they're just numbers to the company, not valued employees. We'll hear from the union and HMIS. And Yakima City leaders are getting closer to a balanced budget for next year. Requirement for reserves reduced and overtime and contracts on the chopping block. We'll share how much they hope to save with these streamlining efforts. That story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, in the world of weather, it seems like another cut and paste day from yesterday, the day before, all the way through today.
Yeah.
I know we have some changes by the time we get to Saturday, but is there a glimpse of seeing our local star in the sky anytime this week?
I would say not particularly, no. Originally, I'd kind of hoped that on Thursday a decaying storm system might mix up the atmosphere enough, but that does not look to be the case now. If you joined us on either Monday, if you joined us really on Monday, it was on Monday that I was rather hopeful that a small storm system on Thursday might mix up our atmosphere enough to get to some sun breaks, especially later in the day on Thursday and into Friday. I was less optimistic that that would happen yesterday, and now today I am fairly sure that we are just going to be holding on to the cloudy and very still weather conditions all the way through Friday before we do see that bigger change arriving on Saturday. Saturday was always going to be the biggest change day. Looking out at the Tri-Cities right now, you can clearly see those clouds overhead, a similar scene to what we have seen several days, or that we have seen really over the past week or so. In the Tri-Cities right now, it's 35 degrees with a fairly light wind. Here's a look at your weather headlines today and going forward. Calm and cloudy through Friday. Rain chances and much warmer temperatures will arrive on Saturday, but we still could be faced with some wintry driving in the mountains, as well as maybe some freezing rain in the Yakima and Kittitas valleys. We'll talk more about that coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Yakima County. Sunnyside police are trying to figure out who shot a man who showed up at the emergency room. Police say this happened just after midnight Monday, and they say the victim is currently in serious condition. Police add they did identify a potential crime scene in the 400 block of North Avenue, but no one had called 911 about a shooting. If you have any information about the shooting, though, you're asked to contact Sunnyside Police. And Benson County Sheriff's Office detectives are investigating the deaths of two men. Detectives say they responded to a home in the 103,000 block of Old Inland Empire in Prosser yesterday morning, where they found the bodies of the two men. They say they found evidence of illegal narcotic use in the home and that there was no evidence of foul play. So far, the identities of the two men or their ages have not been released, and detectives say they're still investigating. They add, if you have any information about the case, you're encouraged to contact the Benson County Sheriff's Office. And switching gears this morning, it's been a week since Hanford Patrol officers were locked out of the Hanford site after their contract expired. KEPR's Aiden Whitaker spoke with them and has the latest on the contract negotiations.
They claim that they're negotiating in good faith, but yet they turned down our offer for an extension.
Locked out of the Hanford site since Wednesday, Hanford Patrol officers are still voicing their frustrations as they continue to go without pay.
We're trying to get our guys back to work, and we're trying to get the company to meet us at the table and negotiate in good faith so that we can come to an agreement. Because currently we're, even by their own admissions, we're in a temporary contingency at the security of the site.
Hanford Mission Integration Solutions, or HMIS, is a contractor to the Department of Energy managing operations at the Hanford site.
We have individuals that they fly in from all across the country that on paper, they're security police officers, but to give an example, it'd be like the city of Richland locking out Richland PD and then bringing in officers from around the state. You can, on paper, they're police officers, but they do not know the area and the locations like somebody who lives and works these locations every day, 24/7. We've got guys that have 25 years of experience. You can't replicate that by flying in people across the country and then showing them around the site for a day or two and saying, hey, go patrol.
Part of it I feel like it's a bullying tactic on their side. They're trying to force our memberships into accepting whatever they're offering. But more on a personal note, I've had people come to me, some of our members say, you know, I'm looking for new employment right now. Obviously, we're just numbers to them. They don't care about our membership or, you know, patrol in general, so they're looking for other opportunities.
Union leaders have also tried to talk directly with the Department of Energy. Local 21 President Chris Hall says that when they tried to visit with the Richland Department of Energy Office Manager Brian Vance, he told them they needed to leave, stating it was inappropriate for them to have visited.
We want to come to terms. Right now we're trying to bargain back and forth, but unfortunately they've locked us out.
Reporting in Richland, Aiden Whitaker, Action News.
Keepers Aiden Whitaker, thank you. And in a statement, HMIS representatives said negotiations are continuing to move forward in a constructive manner, but said they won't comment on any specifics. The Local 21 put forth another contract on Monday, and HMIS should respond by Wednesday. Yakima City leaders are getting closer to balancing the city's budget for 2025 by reducing the required reserves from 16.7% to 12%. They freed up funds for the future. A new internal tax on stormwater utility funds will help with pool maintenance, generating $220,000 in additional revenue. While the council debated how to use these funds, they're considering whether to use them for the new MLK Jr. Aquatic Center for all pools or put it into the general fund. They're leaning towards creating a fund for all pools, but haven't made a final decision. Efforts to streamline costs like cutting contracts and overtime is also projected to save $7.5 million in 2025.
The steps that the council has taken at this point allow those same level of services to be provided through 2025. But that is not necessarily a given moving forward after 2025. Moving into 26 and further into the future, there will need to be some decisions made either to increase revenue or to decrease services.
Now, council members discussed creating a budget advisory committee to gather community input with plans to start work in early 2025 for the 2026 budget. AC Davis High School is hosting an event today to mark the completion of its newly renovated auditorium. The auditorium is historically significant as it's the last remaining part of North Yakima High School. The community event will feature speeches from local leaders, performances by the Davis High Choir and Orchestra, and a student video showcasing the renovation process. Afterward, you'll be able to enjoy some hot chocolate provided by the Davis Boosters. The event is from 6 to 7:30 tonight. And Evergreen Beauty College is hosting a Christmas-themed beauty event. They're hosting their Santa Claus is Coming to Town event today, where they'll be offering free haircuts, mini facials, mini manicures, and selfies with Santa. The event is taking place at Evergreen Beauty College in Yakima from 3 to 7 p.m. Now, Jefferson, let's talk weather here. 3 to 7 p.m. That's kind of the warmest part of, or at least the 3 o'clock hour is usually kind of some of the warmest parts of the day. But,
yes,
you know, warmth is all relative. We're still stuck in the 30s.
We're still stuck in the 30s, and because of the dense cloud cover overhead, we're not seeing really any kind of those diurnal swings. We're looking at very similar weather conditions, very similar temperatures in the morning that we are seeing for daytime highs. Only about a couple degrees different from the overnight lows into the daytime highs, and that has been what we have seen over the last several days and will continue through today and the rest of the week. You can see on your screen here, we're going to see temperatures only stuck in the low to mid 30s around the forecast area on this Wednesday. Now, there are some changes in the forecast, namely as we get towards the weekend. We will talk about what those changes could look like straight ahead.